calling Santos Bonacci. Hey, yeah, you there? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there we go.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So, hey, this is Bo. You remember me? We had that one show, and we had connection problems that night on the show as well.
Yeah, man.
I just wanted to hear, firsthand from you, what's this all about? How are they still coming against you? Oh man, I think we have connection problems again. It just must not be very good from here to Australia. Damn. Alright, we'll keep talking. I can't hear you, but if you hear me, just keep talking and maybe I'll be able to get you back.
Is that okay?
Hey, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
Well, I just wasn't here firsthand. I just read the story, and they're saying that you had almost like 500 tickets or something.
Yeah, they were just infringement warrants.
500 though would they just rack up a bunch at one time for different situations?
Look, got no idea. I'm not really concerned about that. That's all just a crock of shit in the fiction. I'm going to attack this from. I'm not going to address that at all. I don't know what their papers say. I don't read them. So if they say there's 1 million or 2, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. The point here is I'm more valuable than those papers, and they owe me, and they need to offset that against my bond.
Well, Bonacci's your last name, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you're claiming that last name, that's how they're getting the copy hold on it, by just using that last name. The proper is only the first and middle, and they're still blasting your name as Bonacci. You're claiming that when they pick you up. And well, I saw the video when they picked you up, and I thought it was interesting. The sheriff's cars there actually say Department of Justice right on them.
Yeah.
That's out of Congress.
Yeah.
See, this is all under Congress since 1941 Atlantic Charter. What was that paper you gave them?
The birth certificate.
You gave them the birth certificate?
Yeah, I surrendered it because that's the proof of the whole fraud. That's the proof that's evidence. That will be evidence one day that they used that to identify me. You cannot use that as personal identification. That's the law. The birth certificate is not to be used as personal identification, and yet they used it. I fed them the trap.
But you gave it to them though, so that's like identifying yourself.
No, I surrendered it. That's different. It's like saying I surrender that, I don't want it. Do you want it? And they said yeah.
No, I have it tucked away in a file somewhere. To me, it's just evidence of the human trafficking going on.
Yeah, exactly. Of course it is.
So that's it. And you didn't do any kind of other paperwork?
No, not really. No. I was just not acknowledging whatever they did. I just didn't acknowledge it.
Well, there's all this, evidence that they have. There's a maxim that says if dissent is not explicitly made known, then consent is presumed by law. And that's what they're doing there. And since they're, you haven't apparently properly dissented, they still have basically, they're claiming ownership on you. They're claiming they found you lost at sea and they salvaged you.
Yep, they had. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. So you got to dissent. You got to make your dissent known, though.
Yeah, how?
Now, none of the people that have evidenced themselves as a sovereign state so far, of which we have 5, nobody has gone to jail since this house has been established. And the way we did that is we dissented, and it's basically equivalent to a hostile takeover of the franchise, and it's a form of expatriation, but we don't, fill out their documents for expatriation. We put this on the public record and say, hey, this is the way it is. And the setup documents were just the forgiveness, the absolute forgiveness, letting them know, that we're forgiving ourselves, basically, for pleading to the law merchant, and for involving ourselves in commerce and their, what we'll call the fraud, essentially. But, through trick and deception, they keep us in the system, especially with the schools, lock, stock, and barrel. They got us programmed to buy into this matrix, to open our mail, accept mail in the fictitious name, and when you do that, you're considered a felon under United States Code 18 USC 1342. Okay. Now, since Congress has world dominion, this affects you too directly. This is what I'm saying. So then we appoint our own executor, since we're no longer having, our corporate stock under their house. We've withdrawn it. We want to put it under our house and be our own executor. Then we do an appointment of the executor. Then we do a fee schedule. That's like our constitution. And if they want to contract with us after that point, okay, fine. You know what it costs to contract with me? It's the liability is to the roof on their end. See, now this is how we sued Congress and won.
Sounds amazing. Sounds absolutely amazing.
Well, have you seen the news? You can see it all over the news now, what's going on. Agents getting arrested.
Yeah, I heard the police department's shutting down. Did you see that one?
Yep, sure did.
Yeah, hold the police department. What was that over?
Well, that's that's because there's a new surety in town. What we did is we evidenced all their crap that they've been pulling, and we showed them how that we looked for them and we just couldn't find them, so we declared them dead. So we got an agreed entry with Northern Holding Corporation, because they had been holding us, see, the people, the live human beings, as surety on the debt since the 1929 Geneva Convention. And we said that's unlawful, which it is. That's totally human trafficking. So we said what you can hold is you can hold that fictitious entity over there, that attorney, judge, agents, those that have, like the attorney's got a fictitious government called the bar, right? You can hold them. So we put them in the holding corporation, and that's what all the shit is about.
What the fuck? Really? You guys did that?
Yep.
And who's you guys? How do I keep in touch with what you're doing and get in with you?
Well, Tami Pepperman's under my house. Okay, we've got a guy in, on my radio show, my co-host Rocco. Okay, he came in as a sovereign state like early 2013 or late 2012, something like that. And we got another house up in Michigan.
Yeah. How's Tami going?
How's she doing?
Yeah.
She's doing great. She's just laughing her ass off with all this shit going on.
Say hello, give her my love.
I will.
Yeah. She lost the house though, didn't she?
Well, that's still pending. We're trying to take care of keeping Rocco in his house and keeping the folks in Michigan from getting their estate redistributed because attorneys are coming in there. First they killed, the guy's father, basically through the medical industry, Halprin and let's see, what's Adavant, the same chemicals now that's coming out that they're using in these lethal injections, right? And this happened with my mother earlier this year. We evidenced this, so we found him guilty in the United States court. We established the United States as lowercase. United States. I came in as in rem et al. Libertas. And basically, that was for all the human beings on the planet. I came in on behalf of, and we found him guilty of genocide. Haldol is that one drug they use. Ativan, Lorazepam, Valium, Xanax, all these things are given people in the hospitals, the same shit they use to kill them now for lethal injections. So it's right in your faces is what they do in the medical industry, right? Especially you ever notice how old people go into the hospital and then, they quickly go downhill and die?
Yeah, they're killing them because there's money on the bonds to be made. They're killing them.
Their insurance taps out. They tap out their insurance first.
Yep.
And it's quite sad. I had to witness that firsthand with my mother here. And she was one of the legislators on our, some of our, documents and orders, things that we did in the past. She was one of the ones that provided an autograph. So she's one of my legislators. So, now we're holding them guilty for that too. But basically we found them guilty of genocide, and it's all in their own documentation. So. Yeah, this is all at chooseyourside.org. If you want to read the case, you can go to the document section and the authorized documents, and I suggest you do, man, because you got till April 1st now. It was saying in that article.
Yeah, for sure.
Isn't that funny that they set that date?
Yeah. It is.
Very funny. Do you call it April Fool's Day there too in Australia?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So,
okay.
So what would your plan of action for me be then?
Well, what we do is we do that forgiveness and executor, and I don't have a template out there on the web. Tammy's are up there for an example, but the female's version is a little bit different. But I can work with you on it. And we put that on public record, and then a fee schedule on public record, and that's the
So basically, I forgive them for everything that's happened so far, but I reclaim my jurisdiction and give them their fee schedule.
Yeah, you're letting them know. Yeah, you're letting them know you don't need them to administrate you anymore because you're your own, appointing yourself as your own executor. Now, a few other things that we did on top of that, and you'll see all of these documents, especially in the big 230-page document that we sent to the House of Lords. Includes the ordinance of the estates. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we also notified the 7 E4s, which are, okay, they had 5 E4s. Eventually, it turned into 7. But under the 1978 Inspector General's Act, they turned it into 7. But this goes back, the idea goes back to Rome, you know, where Rome had 5 E4s, and they're basically, well, today they're basically like the Department of Education, Department of Transportation, United States Postal Service, Inspector General.
Gotcha.
And they're the main people that, well, especially Department of Transportation, you know, because they're the ones that are transporting our persons or our estates, you know, on paper. But all of them, the Department of Health and Human Services, the Science Department, there's 7 altogether. I'm thinking it'd be the exact same thing for you there. They probably have some version of it there. Even I'll have to look into it, but it'd be the same process worldwide because this is a global governance that we're really under since 1941.
Yeah. Wow.
So yeah, I wanted to let you know that because, you know, man, I don't like seeing people going to jail for commercial crimes, and that's all it was, right? Because you've never harmed anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
See, that's the premise of the public law, is to do no harm.
Yep.
So how you doing now?
Yeah, it's great. Great information, bro.
Well, how are you doing? I mean, how bad they rough you up there?
Nah, I'm feeling great. Not at all. They treated me nicely. I was absolutely well treated.
Really?
Yeah, in prison and everything. It was wonderful. Wonderful experience. They treated me really well.
Well, here in the land of the free, they rough you up quite a bit and put you on a cold cot with no blanket and good stuff like that. So I guess you're fortunate in that respect.
Yeah.
Rocco, I mean, he's got quite the story to tell about, you know, the times they arrested him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, maybe that's because, I don't know, the culture's kind of built off the British, or really, you know, especially like the Canadians. The Canadians are known for how friendly they are, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, so now you got out what, just 2 days ago, 3 days ago? I know it hasn't been long.
Yeah, 2 days.
I figured I'd call you up here. It's the middle of the day your time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Well, evening. Late evening. Alright, man. What was your name? Sorry, I forgot.
My endearment's Bo. You know, I go by, but remember me from the Bo and Rockland show. We had a bad connection that night. We're gonna have to try to do it again. It seems to be working better tonight. But you know, but on the documents, you know, you're gonna see my proper name, Kurt Martin. Okay, House of Alsop. So yeah, take a gander there and stay in touch and get back in touch with me if you have any questions, or I can help you out in any way. Okay.
Well, I'm going to keep this in mind. Please don't be afraid to tag me, you know, from time to time, every I'm really, my head's spinning right now. I've got so much on. I'm in the middle of replying to thousands of people around the world. I've got people telling me what I should do and what I shouldn't do. So bear with me, okay? It might take me a little bit for stuff to sink in, but just tag me. Don't feel don't try to just tag me, because I might need it. I might get lost here. Thanks, bro.
Okay, well, good talking with you then, brother. You take care.
All right, Kurt. Thanks, bro. See you, mate.
Be well.